Hi, you're very welcome to our customer training video, Flipdish 101, How to Manage Your Online Orders. My name is Cian, I'm the Customer Education Manager here at Flipdish, and I'll be taking you through this training video today. If you have a look at the description of this video below, you will see that I've broken down the content into chapters for you. This means that you can jump to any topic in the video whenever you want and come back and watch specific topics again should you need a refresher. Okay, that being explained, let's jump into it. So my aim today will be to show you how to manage your online orders through Flipdish. The topics we will cover today will be your customer order flow. I will show you how your customers order through your Flipdish ordering system so you'll be able to answer any questions they may have. When you know how they've ordered, this is much easier. We'll also look at how to accept online orders. I will explain the different ways you can accept your online orders with Flipdish to give you an idea of what is possible. We will then look at the Flipdish portal. I will show you how to edit your store settings and make changes and help you manage your orders through the Flipdish portal. This includes how to log in, navigate the home page, view your orders in real time, process refunds, editing opening hours, and changing your store's hours temporarily for maybe a reason like a bank holiday. We will work through some simple menu changes together. I will then explain how you can edit, add, and delete and disable delivery zones. And lastly, we will review your end of day reports together. We will then look at your Flipdish Payments. This will show you how your customers can pay when they order through your Flipdish online ordering system, and also how Flipdish pays you for the online orders you receive. I will walk you through a customer success checklist to make sure you get online orders the very first day you go live with Flipdish. I will then outline how you can get support or ask questions from Flipdish if you need it, both through your self-serve resources like our Flipdish help desk and videos, or from our dedicated customer or menu support teams. Should you have any questions on any of the material covered, at the end of the session, I will provide you with contact information and we'll respond to your queries as soon as possible. So let's get started. First, let's look at how your customers will be ordering through your Powered by Flipdish platform. There are 3 ways that your customers can order. Number 1, we have built you a website. Number 2, you already have your own website and you've added an online order option which is powered by Flipdish. Number 3, we have built you an app. For most of our customers, they would have a combination of both a website and an app, as that gives your customers choice on how they wish to order. So let me show you how easy it is for one of your customers to place an order through your Flipdish powered platform. I'm going to use pizzacafe.net for this demonstration. As you can see on the homepage, there are different tab options. I will click Order Online, and now I have 2 options that I can choose from: delivery or collection. Pickup is written here, as when I made the video I was in the United States, and this is a term more widely used there than collection. I'm now going to choose collection or pickup. As you can see, this restaurant has multiple locations to choose from, giving the customer the freedom to pick the best location for them. I will choose the Pizza Cafe in New York. Now I'm in the online menu. I can see a variety of different menu selections I can choose from, as well as the different individual menu items. As this is a pizza restaurant, I'm going to choose the classic margherita version 3 pizza. Upon clicking the selection, I am now being prompted to customize my order. I can select the size and then add extra toppings. At the bottom of the page, I can click Next, which will show me a summary of what I've selected. Now I can click Add to Basket. On the right-hand side, I can see my basket with a price summary and the option to add more of the same item or remove it completely. I will now proceed by clicking Checkout. As this is my first time ordering, the system will ask you to enter in your mobile number to verify it. We use mobile numbers rather than ask someone to fill out lots of questions to create an account, as it is much easier and quicker for the customer. Customers are also going to be much more responsive to an SMS than an email. As this is verifying a specific mobile number, you can have absolute confidence that this is a real order and that you will have the customer's contact information should you need them in the future. I'm going to enter my phone number and hit Submit Your Phone Number. Now a 4-digit code has been sent to the mobile phone. I'm going to enter this to proceed. If for any reason I didn't get the code, after 30 seconds has elapsed, I have the option to request the code via a phone call. So the code has just arrived and it's 3736, and I will enter that to proceed. Perfect, now I've created my online ordering account. So as you saw, this was super simple and quick. I had to enter my mobile number and the code as it was my first time ordering, but in the future, I will be able to skip that step as the system will automatically remember me. That's good for you as it makes it easy and quick for your customers to reorder from you frequently. Now I'm at the checkout stage, I just need to choose a collection time. I'm going to choose ASAP, or as soon as possible. Below, I can check my order details, see any vouchers that I've added, and you can see that for this store, there's a first order discount that was created. If you're not set up with this feature currently, do get in touch with us at help@flipdish.com so we can set up a first order discount, as this can incentivize customers to order with you online. You will now see that I've been asked to enter my name. Now I can choose how I want to pay. Here I will pay by cash. You can see that the orange button at the bottom of the page updates to say pay with cash. So the customer can clearly see the payment method they choose. If I change to pay with card, you can see that the orange rectangle changes to pay with card. This makes the payment method extremely clear to your customers, so there are no unwanted surprises at collection time. Now I simply hit pay with cash and my order will be placed. Now I've placed my order and I'm on the order confirmation screen. It's thanking me for placing my order, confirms that the order has been placed, and confirms from what store. That can be very important if you have more than one location. You can see a countdown timer underneath, counting down from 15 seconds. This is allowing the customer 15 seconds to change their mind and either edit or cancel the order. Often customers will use this when they forget to add something to their order, like a sauce or a drink. They can cancel the order, go back, add the drink, and then proceed to checkout again very easily. Once the countdown timer has counted down, the customer can no longer cancel their order. The only way they can cancel their order is by contacting your store directly. Great, so now the order is on its way to your store and all you have to do is accept it. Once that's accepted, let me show you what your customer will receive. In the middle, you'll see a copy of the confirmation SMS that the customer receives. This starts with the order number. This is very important as your customers must give this order number if they have a query on their order. You will also need this if you are calling our customer support line, as they will need to know this order number to be able to help you. Without an order number or the customer's phone number, our customer support team will be limited in how they can help you. Below, you will see the message confirms the type of order it is. Here you can see I ordered for collection. Then it will confirm what store the customer ordered from. This is important when you might have more than one store. It will also include your store number, which we have on file, which is useful if they need to call you to follow up on their order. For example, if they forget to give you specific instructions when placing the order. When you accepted the order in store, you would have chosen a ready at time. In this case, the order was accepted to be ready at 12:30, so the text message says your order will be ready at that time. This helps you set expectations with your customers on when they should expect their order to be ready. The text message will also confirm how the order was paid for. In this instance, I paid by card, so it's saying the order is paid. You can also see that this store offers a customer loyalty scheme. It will let the customer know where they are on the customer loyalty journey. This really helps customers reorder from you more frequently. Reach out to help@flipdish.com if you'd like us to set it up for you. If your customer ever has a query on an order, the first thing to ask them for is to show you this SMS, as it has all of these really important details. As I mentioned, you will also need this order number, particularly if you're calling into our customer support team. As you can see here, I've also included an example of the confirmation a customer would get in the rare incidents where you may need to reject their order. It also starts off with the order number and then will include the rejection reason, based on the reason you gave when you rejected the order in store. Here it is saying the order was rejected due to an incorrect address and encourages the customer to fix this and try again. Now let's look at different ways you can accept your online orders in store. On the left-hand side, you can see the Flipdish terminal. This is a machine you can have in store and you can use to accept and print your orders. I normally describe it like an Android-style credit card machine. It's very handy as there's some functionality from our Flipdish portal, which you can also do directly from the terminal. Most popular would be printing your end-of-day report, view and refund orders, or close your store temporarily. To the right of that, you will see our Flipdish Terminal app. You can download the Flipdish Terminal app onto a device you have in store and use that to accept your orders. For example, you can download it onto a tablet that you have access to in your store. In the top right corner, you will see the Portal Live view. Within the Flipdish portal, you can view and accept your orders in real time. This is really useful for you if, for example, you usually use a terminal, but it's been dropped or it gets broken. Instead of going offline, you can switch to use the Portal Live view instead, meaning you don't have to miss out on accepting your online orders. In the bottom right-hand corner, you can see the POS integration. POS, or point of sale, or till integration, is where you can have your online orders come directly into your till if you're using a system where Flipdish has an active integration. Lots of stores really like it as it saves staff time manually typing orders into the till. This can often save up to 2 to 3 minutes per order and cuts down on the chance of human error. Please do get in touch if you think this is of interest to you. So let's look at your Flipdish portal. This is your admin panel for managing everything about your store, and I'm going to bring you through some of the basics you will need to know. Okay, so the web address for your Flipdish portal is very simple. It's just portal.flipdish.com. I always recommend people to bookmark or save this link to your desktop or laptop when you log in, or if you're opening it on your mobile, use the option where you can save it to your home screen, where it will then show up like an app. That way you'll have quick and easy access rather than having to remember and type the URL each time you want to access it. Step 1 is to enter your email address. So this would be whatever email address you used to sign up with or gave your sales rep. If you're not sure, don't worry, feel free to send us an email to help@flipdish.com and we can set this up for you. Great, so I'm going to enter an email address for an account that we've already set up and then hit next. Then it will ask me for my password. If you're not sure what your password is, no problem at all. Just hit forgot password and the system will resend you an email with a password reset. Here I've entered my password before, so it's remembering it and I can simply click login. Now I'm in the Flipdish portal, so a couple of things to note. In the top right corner, there's my account access. I can use this to edit things like language or my time zone. For anyone not located in Ireland or the UK, I would recommend going here to check that your language and time zone are set up correctly. You can also log out from here. On the left-hand side, there are tabs that you can use to navigate the portal, and you can always click on Home to get back to the home page at any time. You will see some prompts at the top of the screen. These are important messages that we might want to draw your attention to. For example, a new feature or an action you need to take, like providing your bank details. On the main screen, you will see your sales graph for the last 7 days. The solid blue line is your sales for the last 7 days, and the dotted line is your sales for the 7 days before that. In an ideal world, you are looking for your blue line to always be over your dotted line, as that will indicate your sales have grown since the previous week. You will also notice some shortcuts underneath this graph. Our customers were telling us that the most common things that they need to do are viewing orders, closing their store, and editing their menu. So we set them up as shortcuts from the homepage so you can access them quickly and easily. In the top right corner of the graph, you will notice a cogwheel. This will give you access to all your store's settings. So let's look at how you view your orders on your Flipdish portal. Just below the graph on your home screen, click on Orders. On this screen, you can see all the orders for your store. To make things easier for you, you can see that they are color-coded. Purple means the order is pending and not yet accepted. Green is an accepted order, and red is a rejected order. As I scroll down the page, you will notice that the icons are different. A delivery order has a vehicle icon beside it. A collection order has a building icon beside it. This makes it very easy for you to see which ones are delivery or which ones are collection. For those of you with multiple stores, you can look at the orders for all stores or just specific ones if you have more than one location. Just filter in store option on the right. As you can see, you can choose just one store or all stores or a combination of stores depending on what you need to look at. Okay, so a common query that we get from our customers is, how do I search for a specific order? Perhaps your customer is querying what they ordered and you want to double check, or perhaps they have changed their mind and so you need to refund the order. So you would take the order number that your customer has given you from their confirmation SMS and enter it in the search bar. So for example, I'm going to search for a specific order. So I just click on the search bar on the left and enter the number. I'll be using 177-61602 as an example. And as you can see, the system finds the order straight away. Now what I want to do is accept the order that I placed earlier when I was demonstrating the customer order flow. To do this, I will click Live View. After clicking this, you will hear a chime when orders are placed and are waiting to be accepted. This indicates that the order is pending. The chime is very distinct and should be easy for your staff to hear as long as you have the volume turned up on your device. You will now see your pending orders on the left-hand side of the screen. As this is just a test store, there's only one order, which is the one I made earlier. When you click on a pending order, in the center of the screen, you can see the customer's order items. Down the bottom of the screen, you have the option to accept or reject the order, and towards the top, you can see when the order was requested for. The customer has requested ASAP or as soon as possible for their collection. However, should you need more time to accept the order, you can click on any of the green boxes at the bottom of the page to advise the customer when their order will be ready. I'm going to select an extra 30 minutes after the requested order time. When I click out of the live view, you will now see that the order has been accepted for 30 minutes after when it was requested. Now what I will show you is how to view the order after it has been accepted along with any other orders you may have. At the top of the page, you can see the order confirmation. You will be able to see whether the order is accepted for collection or delivery, the order number, and the customer name. Underneath, you'll be able to see the accepted for and requested for time. As you remember, we selected to add 30 minutes to the ready at time when accepting the order, so this has been updated. You can now see the total cost of the order under amount/payment and whether the order was paid for or not. If it says unpaid, this means the customer has selected to pay cash on collection or delivery. You will also be able to see the customer phone number, which is great for you to have as with Flipdish, you manage all your customer information. Underneath this, you'll be able to see any other details related to the order, like delivery notes, discounts applied, and tips. Okay, let's say you need to refund part of this order, as you don't have the extra topping of anchovies. Your Flipdish ordering platform empowers you to make these decisions in real time and allows you to customize your refund amounts. So in order to process this refund, what I will do is click on Refund in the bottom right corner. I will then have the ability to refund a specific amount or cancel and refund the whole order, as you can see in the pop-up box in the center of the screen. Now, because it's just one topping, I don't want to cancel the order completely, but just refund the customer for the anchovies. I simply type in the amount for the extra topping, and in this instance, I've decided to refund the customer an extra 50 cents for the inconvenience. I will now enter $1.95 and click Refund. This is now processed, as you can see towards the bottom of the page in the red text. Here you can also see the value of the order before the refund and the new value after the refund, which is shown as the total at the bottom of the page. This now shows as $23.08. Your customer will also receive an automated SMS notification detailing how much was being refunded and how long it will take for that refund to appear back in their account. This is important as it sets expectations with the customer and stops them from calling back to your store to ask whether or not you processed the refund. Do remember though, as it's sending an SMS, to be mindful of the time of day you issue refunds. Too early or too late at night, You might end up annoying your customers. You can also choose to refund the entire order if, for instance, the customer has called you to cancel. To do this, simply click Refund again at the bottom of the page, then tick the Cancel box and click Refund. As you can see now, it shows you the total amount refunded in red text, and below that, the new order value is 0. Now let's take a look at what the customer receives by SMS when you issue a refund. On the left side, you can see the confirmation where the order has been refunded in full, and on the right, you can see a confirmation where the order has been partially refunded. Next, I would like to show you how you can edit the opening hours for your store. Click Home and go to your home page. Then click the cogwheel on the top right of the sales graph, and this brings you to your store settings. Then choose Opening Hours. Here you can edit the opening hours for your store. You can see that we've designed it very intuitively, with the days of the week going from Monday to Sunday, and also splitting out the hours into collection or delivery. To edit the hours, just click into the day you wish to change and then type your update. So here I'm going to reduce my collection hours on Monday by 60 minutes, from 7 to 10:30 to 7 to 9:30. So I can type that in and everything saves for you automatically as you go along. So no need to worry about clicking save or any other buttons. All you have to do is click anywhere else in the page once you've made the update. I can edit Tuesday in the same way by typing the time manually, or to make it even easier for you, I can copy and paste from Monday's times into Tuesday. Again, you can see that these changes have been saved in the middle of the bottom of the screen in a green box. I can have different hours for delivery and collection. For example, I want to open on Tuesday for delivery at the same time as collection. So I can simply just copy and paste the times from the collection box into the delivery box. And that's it done. Perhaps you find your Tuesdays are very quiet, so you've decided to close deliveries for that day. To close your store, you simply type in closed in the time section. So no need to worry about figuring out specific hours, just type the word closed. So now I've changed the opening hours for my store. Let's say you want to close temporarily during a busy shift, or you just want to change the hours for one specific day. I will show you how to do that next. To do that, we will navigate back to the home page. To make the changes just to certain shifts or days, all we have to do is go back to the home page and use the shortcut Hours Override underneath the sales graph. Okay, so now I'll have the option to close the store temporarily for collection or delivery or for both. This is really useful if you get very busy in the middle of service and you need some breathing space to get caught up on your orders. So I'm going to close my store temporarily for 15 minutes. Click on Collection within the Quick Close section. Delivery is not available as we've already selected to be closed for delivery on this particular day. Here you will see some common time intervals listed to make life easier. We specifically chose these times based on feedback from our customers as to what they would need to use most frequently. If you close your store for longer than 15 minutes, you might want to be able to accept pre-orders during this time so you can build up orders for when you reopen. By clicking to allow pre-orders, this means that customers cannot order for collection during that time slot that you are closed, but they will be able to make an order for a time in the future. So an order may come in when you are closed, but it'll be for a time when you are open. So if you did want to close for collection for 15 minutes but to allow pre-orders, select the checkbox at the bottom first, allow pre-orders while store is closed, then choose the time you will be closed for. But for now, we will just close for 15 minutes by clicking on the 15-minute option without the possibility to pre-order. You will see that a pink banner has appeared at the top of the screen, confirming the change you just made. It details the store you closed. This is very important if you have more than one store. It also shows that you're closed for collection or delivery, and when the store will reopen for your customers to order online again, in this case in 15 minutes. If you're happy enough that you need the full 15 minutes, then that is it. No further action is needed on your end. The store will automatically reopen once the 15 minutes has elapsed. You don't need to go back in and do anything else. If, let's say, you get caught up on your orders sooner than you thought, maybe after 10 minutes, then you can remove the override by clicking on Reopen and then click Remove. Now your store is back online for your customers to order from. Please remember that if you use a Flipdish terminal, switching off your terminal will not take your store offline. You will need to use the hours override feature here or on your portal to do that. Another thing you may wish to do is change your opening hours for a specific day. For example, maybe you have staff training or it's a bank holiday. To do this, you can use the calendar below. Click into the date you wish to make the change for. Now you have the option to open or close the stores for different hours on that date. And you can edit that for collection or delivery or both. And if you click on the date below, you'll get an option to change the date on a pop-up calendar should you so wish. Here I'm going to update the collection and delivery hours for this particular day from 10 AM to 10 PM. This means the store will not be accepting orders during that time. You also have the option to allow pre-orders, which, as we discussed, means that customers cannot order for collection or delivery during that time slot, but they can order for a time outside this window. So an order may come in when you are closed, but it will be for a time when you are open. So I'm going to turn this on for both collection and delivery by ticking both boxes. To finish, just hit Close Store in the bottom right of this pop-up to apply these hours. On the calendar, you will now see the changes I made highlighted in red. To remove the override, click on Reopen in the pink banner and then Remove. Now your store will no longer be closed on this day. Great, so now you know how to close your store temporarily and how to edit the hours for specific days. Next, I would like to show you how you can make simple menu changes. To do this, go back to your homepage and then click on the menu button directly below the sales graph. Any changes you make to your menu here will be automatically updated in real time on your online menu for your customers. In order to make changes to your menu, this is controlled by permission settings. So if there's anything I show you today that you are not able to do, please do get in touch with our customer support team on help@flipdish.com to update your permissions. The tabs at the top of the page show you different menu sections. It starts with traditional pizzas and ends with apples. If you click on them, it will directly bring you to that section to save you scrolling. So when I click on meal deals, it will bring me right to the meal deals section. Anything in a large rectangle is a menu section, and the items underneath in white are individual items. Okay, so some edits you may want to make to your online menu include editing a menu item name or description. For example, if you want to change the name of the Classic Margherita version 3 pizza on my menu to Classic Margherita, I can click on the text and you can see there is now a black box around the text indicating this is in edit mode. This means it will let me edit what was previously entered. Then you simply type your update and click outside the box again to update it once you're done. You may also want to change the price of a menu item. So click on the price. Again, you'll see this has become editable as a black box has appeared around it. Simply type the new price. Here I'm going to make this $11.95 rather than $12.95. And all I have to do is click outside the box to save that change. Just to remind you, I've now changed both the name of the item and the price. Now, if we go to the online menu we were using earlier and refresh the page, you will see these changes are now live for all your customers. It's really easy for you to make menu changes yourself in real time. This is much quicker than reaching out to our support or menu teams to do it, as it may take a few days to process the change. We have designed the functionality like this as we know our customers need to make real-time changes to menu as stock and demand can change quickly. You may also want to add a new menu section or item. Scroll down to the very bottom of the page to add a whole new section. Here I'm going to add churros as a section. So I click on New Section Title, type churros. You can add a description if you like, but it's not mandatory, and then click Add Section. Now you'll see I have a new menu section. It obviously wouldn't make sense to customers to have a new menu section with no menu items in it, so make sure to add menu items to it. I will now add a new menu item. Click on the downward arrow beside your section and you will see New Item Title. Here you can type the name of the item along with a description of the item and a price. Here I'm adding a churro, and the description is served with chocolate, and the price is €5. I then click Add Item. Now I have a new menu item section called Churros, and a new menu item called churro. You can also duplicate items in sections. This is easily done. Just click on the 3 vertical dots to edit, choose duplicate item, and now you have a copy of that menu item. Here I'm going to rename this duplicate as vanilla churro. This is very useful if you spend a lot of time adding specific option sets like toppings or sauces, or upsells to an item. You don't need to recreate this for every item, you can just duplicate and rename the item. You can also delete items that are no longer available in your menu. Again, click on the 3 vertical dots to edit, then choose delete item. As this will permanently delete the item from your menu, it's going to show you a prompt to double check that it is indeed what you want to do. Are you sure you want to delete this item? This cannot be undone. If you are sure, then click OK and this item has been permanently deleted. You can also duplicate and delete whole sections using the 3 vertical dots beside the section name. Another thing you can do in the menu editor is hide items when they aren't available. So let's say I discovered that I don't have the ingredients for the classic margherita pizza for the next hour. I can hit the 3 vertical dots and then you will see a number of options to hide the item. These default times are based on feedback from customers on what they use most frequently. As you can see, there's an option to hide for 1 to 3 hours. This is useful if you don't want an item to show in the middle of a busy service. For example, maybe it's a very time-intensive item to make. There's also an option to hide until tomorrow. This could be when you've run out of stock and are waiting for a delivery to come in. Hide for 1 week. This could be when you've run out of something but you're not sure when your supplier delivery is coming in. Hide indefinitely. This is like a soft delete. This is useful where maybe you created a special menu item for a bank holiday, and obviously when the bank holiday is over, you don't want that special to show in your menu any longer. But perhaps there's more than one bank holiday in the year and the item was a big success, so you don't want to delete it and you may use it again. Then you would hide the item indefinitely rather than delete, and this way it's easily accessible for the next bank holiday. Now that I've hidden the item, you can see that the pepperoni pizza has become grayed out, versus the classic margherita on the left, which is live, which has dark black text. You can still read the description of the item so that you know that the item still exists, but it's quite clear that it's been hidden. Like with temporarily closing your store, once the time period you chose elapses, the menu item will automatically show again. You don't need to come back and change anything. Let's say you want to put the pepperoni pizza back online. All you need to do is click on the 3 vertical dots and choose Show on Menu. Now you can see that the item is no longer grayed out, meaning it will be displayed on your online menu for customers to order. You can also do this for an entire menu section. So let's say you ran out of churros, meaning you have no need for a churros section. Rather than hide each individual item, I can go to the menu section and hit on the 3 vertical dots and choose to hide for however long I need. Another thing you may wish to do is add images to your menu. As you know, people buy food with their eyes, so this is a really important way to highlight your best sellers, new dishes, or just make your online menu more visually appealing in general. So let's add an image to an item. All I have to do is click on the 3 vertical dots and choose Add Image. Then, like any software program, it will give me the option to drag in an image or choose an image from my files. We would really recommend adding images, as some of our most successful customers get great results from doing this. Now let's say I wanted to add extra options for my customer to choose from when ordering a churro to help increase the order value. This is really simple. All I do is click on Options underneath the item. This will take me to the next screen. I will then add an option set name. I'm going to call this Toppings. I can then add my items below and the extra cost associated. I'm going to leave sugar with no price as I want this to be a free option for my customers. Again, as you can see, everything saves automatically as I go along. Now let's look at setting some guidelines for how many and how few items the customer can select. Our system is really customizable, so you'll definitely find an option that suits your needs. So the first option is 1 item optional. This means the customer can only have a maximum of 1 item, but doesn't have to choose any if they don't want one. The second option is any number optional, meaning the customer can choose as many as they like, but they can still opt to have none. Then you can see there's one item required. This means the customer has to choose at least one item. Then you can see any number required. This means the customer can add as many as they like, but they need to choose at least one. And finally, we have the other option. This allows you to fully customize the customer's choice to a minimum and a maximum amount of items, just in case the other options we discussed don't meet your needs. So here I'm going to make the minimum number of items the customer takes as 2 and the maximum as 3. So the customer can choose no less than 2, but no more than 3. There is also an option to add other layers of options for the customer. All you have to do is click Next and it will allow you to add another layer of options. I will show you how they are implemented now using a pizza as an example. If you want to remove an extra item option, just click on the trash can icon beside the price of the item. Once you've finished adding options, just click Menu and it will take you back to the edit menu you've been working on. Let me now show you how multiple layers of options can work in your menu. For instance, here when I click the classic margarita pizza, I can see that the first layer of options allows me to select the size of the pizza. The second layer allows me to remove a topping that my customer may not want. And then the next layer allows me to add toppings to the pizza. Then when I'm finished, I can simply click on Menu to return to the edit page. So now I've shown you some simple menu changes that you can do yourself without having to reach out to us here at Flipdish. However, if you do have more complicated menu changes to make, you can always reach us on menu@flipdish.com. This is a complimentary service we provide, so there are no additional charges for this help. The menu team will be more than happy to make more complex changes for you. So now let's look at allowing your customers to leave notes when placing online orders. This can be really important to be able to capture specific customer requests or allergen information. It also gives the customer the feeling that you're willing to go the extra mile for them by allowing them to customize their ordering experience. It's very simple to turn this functionality on or off. Let's start by going to your Flipdish portal homepage. We will then click on the cog wheel above the sales graph to view your store settings. Then click Order Settings. The second option is Allow Customer Notes. As you can see, I have already activated it, but you can easily switch it off by clicking the green switch. Now that it's activated, when I go back to my restaurant's order page, you can see underneath the basket there are now chef's notes for the customer to use. Now let's look at how you can create and edit delivery zones for your store. Again, let's go to the home page and go to your store settings by clicking on the cog wheel in the right-hand corner above the sales graph. And this time we will choose Delivery Settings. Now you can see a map where you can create and edit your delivery zones. If I want to create a delivery zone, I just hit on the pink circle with the plus icon and it's going to ask for some information to set up the zone. The system will ask for the minimum order value in order to deliver to that particular zone. And it will also ask for you to enter a delivery fee for a driver to deliver to that zone. The system then gives you two options for delivery zone types. The first option is a circle. This is a radius around your store, for example for 1, 2 or 3 kilometers from your store. Or you can choose a polygon shape. This is where you can draw a specific shape that will include or exclude specific areas. So let's start with a polygon delivery zone. I'm going to choose the minimum order value to deliver to this zone as $10. And let's make the delivery fee maybe $5. Then all I have to do is click Add Zone. You can now see that we are able to edit that square-shaped zone as it's highlighted on the right of the screen in grey. You can also see white dots around the shape that we can currently edit. If I want to edit any of the other delivery zones, I can simply click on the zone in the box on the right-hand side of the page and quickly make changes to the minimum order value to deliver to that area or to the delivery fee, as well as being able to access the map and change the radius or shape of the zone. As you can see, any changes that I make are saved automatically. Now I'm going to edit the most recent delivery zone I have created. Maybe I've decided that I don't want my delivery zones to touch the water. By clicking the white dots, I have the ability to drag them anywhere on the map. This makes it really easy for you to customize your delivery zones. Now you can see I've successfully altered the delivery zone in a matter of seconds. There is also a grey undo arrow icon here in case you make a change you weren't happy with. I may also want to disable a zone as I maybe only deliver there on certain days of the week. All I have to do is go to the 3 vertical dots beside the zone to edit it. Once I've clicked on the 3 dots, I just click disable. If I was to disable this zone, you will see that the delivery zone turns grey rather than the original colour. And in the box, you will see that there is a hidden icon beside the zone. This means that customers in that zone can't currently order for delivery. Once you are ready to enable it, click on the 3 vertical dots again and click enable. You can also completely delete delivery zones if, for instance, you've decided to remove certain areas from your delivery radius. To do this, click on the zone, go to the box on the right hand side of the page. You will see it in grey when it's editable. Click on the 3 vertical dots and then select delete. As this will completely delete the zone, just like when deleting a menu item, it's going to show you a prompt to check if this is in fact what you wish to do. You will see pressing delete will remove zone 6 for good. If you're happy this is correct, click on delete and now this zone has been deleted for your store. So now you can see how you can easily create, edit, disable and delete your delivery zones. What I want to show you now is how to access your end of day report. Again, we can use the shortcut underneath the sales graph on your Flipdish portal homepage. So this report shows a summary of your online sales for any specific day. You can use the calendar here to change what day you'd like to look at. However, it'll always default to today's date. If you have more than one account, you can also then select the store you wish to look at. This report is also laid out very intuitively, so you can see along the top here how the orders are paid for, cash or paid online, or the total of both. Then alongside it shows you the number of orders and their values. It then breaks this down into collection and delivery. So you can see how many cash orders you got for collection or the value of delivery orders you got in a day. Lots of customers use this end of day report to help balance their till at the end of the day. It's also very easy to understand your sales trends or to see are your online orders up from this day last week. So I hope this has given you a good understanding of your end of day report and how to access it. So let's take a look at Flipdish Payments, as it's important to understand how your customers can pay online. Your customers will have the option to pay with card, and this is enabled as default. Google and Apple Pay are also available as default if you're using a Flipdish built website. If you're using your own website where you add Flipdish online ordering as your order online option, then Google Pay will be enabled as default. For Apple Pay, you would need to get in touch with us to help you set that up. Contact us on help@flipdish.com. You can turn cash payments on or off through your Flipdish portal. We do recommend you keep them on if you can, as it's good to give customers their choice of how they wish to pay. But if you do need to switch them off for whatever reason, you do have the option to do that directly with the in-store settings. Previously, we discussed that your customers have the choice of how they wish to pay for their online order. So in this example, you can see that the customer can pay by cash, card, and you will see there are 3 cards saved to this account to make the process even easier for your customers, and Google and Microsoft Pay are also options. As I'm using a Windows machine, Apple Pay is not showing here. Whatever payment method I choose as a customer will be highlighted in the red button at the bottom of the screen, so I'm clear about what I chose. So here I chose to pay using the card ending in 8501. And you can see that is reflected in the red button. This is to ensure there's no confusion on your customer's end about how they chose to pay. With relation to our payments to your store, the first step is to ensure that you've given us your bank details. If not, you can add these via the Flipdish portal, or you can send them to our customer support team to add for you through help@flipdish.com. Payments are made to your store every Monday by bank transfer, unless it's an Irish bank holiday, and then they will be paid on the Tuesday. For anyone watching in the UK, payments are made once your balance has reached over £30. Also, once you are set up with a portal login, you will receive weekly invoices and sales reports by email. Your success is extremely important to us, so from our work with thousands of customers across the world, we've created this 8-step online ordering checklist to help you hit the ground running from the very first day you go live with Flipdish. Point number 1. Train your staff to tell your customers about your online orders. Your staff speak to your customers every day, whether it's in store, on the phone, or your delivery drivers. This is often overlooked, but it's a very important way to increase your online orders if you can get staff to tell your customers about your new Order Direct option. This could be at the end of a phone call, simply mentioning, "Hey, did you know you could order online? Here's the website address." Point 2. Accept all of your online orders to grow your business. Our best customers accept 98 to 99% of their orders. I know it can feel very easy to reject an online order. It's just a receipt coming out of the machine. But remember, there's a hungry human on the other end of that order who chose to order from you. If you reject their order, then likely they won't try to reorder, especially if they are a first-time customer, or they may go to a competitor. I always think about it this way. If a customer walked into your store and you didn't tell them you were too busy to serve them, then you shouldn't say that to your online customers either. Point 3. Use your Flipdish marketing tools. So I mentioned previously about the customer loyalty program. You also have access to a customer retention program. You can offer customers discounts on their very first order online, and you can utilize Flipdish's phone marketing. These features will help you attract customers and get them ordering from you more often. If you aren't currently using this, please do get in touch with us to set them up. Point 4. Design a good menu. So we spoke earlier about the importance of adding images to your online menu. This would also cover making sure you've ordered your menu well with the best sellers at the top, that your offline menu is also available online. For example, there's not much point in being a coffee shop and not offering coffee online, as that would obviously limit your online sales. Offer meal deals and combos if you can, and add upsells to your menu to encourage a higher average spend. Point 5. Use in-store marketing to create awareness. So when you sign up with Flipdish, you receive a marketing kit, which contains a sticker, which you can display in your store, and also flyers, which you can hand out in store or also pop them into the order bags when they're leaving the store, particularly those from other ordering platforms, like walk-ins, phone orders, or food portals. So you can let your customers know about your own direct order offering. Point 6. Manage your online presence so your online ordering can be found. It's not much use having a website if no one knows it exists. This is where we can help you out with optimizing your Google business page and your social media pages to help you be found online. Make use of offline marketing. So this could be the flyers and stickers we spoke about, or outside signage or signage on your delivery vehicles, doing flyer and menu drops or local advertising in newspapers or on radio. Point 8. Last but not least, set goals, make a plan, and measure success. Random actions lead to random results. Make sure you've thought about what does success look like for you. Is X amount of orders a day or X amount of revenue a good month, or reducing your reliance on other sales channels like food portals? Think about this and let your customer success manager know so they can help you create a success plan to achieve this goal. So we know when you're new to something, you will have questions on it, so we are here to help. There are a couple of different ways you can get help from us here at Flipdish. You can use the Flipdish Help Center. Here you'll find common questions and how-to guides. We have lots of step-by-step instructions, and you can search for the answers to different questions. For example, you can type in Flipdish Terminal, and you would see all the help articles relating to the Flipdish terminals. We also have video tutorials. As we know, lots of people like to learn visually, so we've created other video tutorials. Just like today, these are really handy as you can come back to them again, even pause them when you're trying to do something. There's a great series covering the Flipdish portal on the Flipdish YouTube channel that I definitely recommend you check out. And sometimes we know that you just want to speak to a human, and that's no problem. We're here to help. We have a dedicated customer support team who are available 7 days a week, Monday to Friday from 9 AM to 10 PM Irish time, and Saturday and Sunday and bank holidays from 12 PM to 10 PM. You will find their number on your Flipdish terminal, or if you look at the Flipdish Help Center. You can also email them at help@flipdish.com or do a live chat through the Flipdish portal. I mentioned previously that we also have a dedicated menu team, and you can reach out to them by emailing menu@flipdish.com. They can help you out if you have any more detailed or complex menu changes that you need some help with. And of course, this is free of charge. Thank you for watching this training video today and spending the time to learn about your product. Please do reach out to us with questions or any feedback you may have on this training. Thanks again, and we're really looking forward to working with you.